What's going on, everybody? Dark Strategist here with more Evolution. So, let me explain how the game works. It's typical Japanese RPG setup here. You got your items, got your equipment, your skills, your stats. You can actually form your party formation. Yeah, so, and config, controller settings, really simple setup here, nothing really fancy, but since this is gonna be a really long LP, so I guess I'll just explain the flow of the game. So the flow of the game here is that you have to go to dungeons and get to the deepest level there, defeat a boss, and move on to the next one. And from there, the story progresses. And along with that, there's character development and all that great jazz. So it's a really simple game, really straightforward. I'd say it's perfect for first timers like myself, because this is one of the first RPGs that I've ever, not the first I've ever played, but definitely the first I've ever owned. Oh, and also that thing on this back is called a Psyframe. And it's basically your main form of attack. I mean, Linear, she's not a Psyframe user, so she only uses like a frying pan, but she's mostly going to be your support and healing member for the most part. And so these slots here are basically the skill sets on how many skills your Psyframe can do. So right now, the main slot that we have is slot 1, slot 2, and slot 3. They can be upgraded up to 5, and that goes with almost every Psyframe. I think Mag is probably the only one that can fit up to 5 slots in his Psyframe. So our main one are the hand parts, which gives you access to special moves. Like right now, we only have access to Magna Punch and Charge Punch, which we don't have the necessary TP, which is technical points, technique points or technical points, to pretty much access it. And FP is pretty much like your special gauge or some shit. I forgot what to refer FP as. I think it's like your fucking force points or something. I don't know. But yeah, so that's basically it for Mag here. And like I said, Linear is mostly just your support type. You see, she got strength type, spell type. I mean, her types are already set, so you don't have to change anything here. So yeah, that's basically it. Yeah, so her types are already set, so it's not like you really have to change anything here. There's different kinds of Psyframes. Mag obviously has the hand Psyframe, and there's also some other ones like swords and bazookas and all that good stuff. So oh yes, and here's Palantown. Well, Panem Town. Keep saying Palatown. Yeah, it's a little small town, nothing fancy here. Go inside the bar. There's bartenders. There's nothing to buy here, so don't even bother. And this guy over here is tweaking. Look at this guy, man. Oh man, this dude tweaking. But if you talk to that guy, he can talk to you about adventures and all that jazz. which I would have a conversation with him, of course, but I'm sort of kind of at work, so I can't really do that. Also, here's the general store. A little shopping mag, hard to explore without the proper equipment, regardless of your debts. Business is the same as usual. The guy on the counter explains the rules. Reads it carefully. Yeah, we already know the rules of yeah, so we have 1,000. I think I might spend some here. Not a lot though, but just for the journey ahead, I think it would be best if I do that. I normally, like in all my playthroughs so far, I never spend any money, but for this in particular, I will later on. So there you go. That's your one and only item shop. And over here is the warehouse for your side frame. Talk to this guy, he can get you hooked up. And here's Mr. Milk Jugs over here. We're not really doing anything except being a fucking teenager. And here we are at the Society. And back here is the museum, which is very vacant. The only thing that's here is what Shane picked up. An artifact from whatever ruins that was in the beginning. Well, hello there, Mag. Welcome to the Society. Are you going on an adventure with Linear? Yeah, you could say that. So, do you have any assignments, Nina? I need one, because I took a beating on that last assignment. Shane beat me to the treasure at the last minute. That's what I heard. Did your servant Gray give you a standard lecture again? How could you let that happen, Mag? Very funny. You know everything, don't you? After all, you're pretty much a veteran at the Society. Veteran? Are you referring to my age? I resent that. I just have a lot of experience here. Unlike people sent from the other offices, I was born in this town. A lot of experience. That's a veteran. I understand perfectly. Anyway, I wish somewhere there were... Dream on! If such places existed, the Society would have sent its own people to investigate them a long time ago. But we can't, and that's why we like you, Mag. Yeah, I guess so. Well then, what can I do for you today, Mag? So... obviously you want to get an assignment, but, you know, I'll get into all the other stuff later. But just so you know, we have debt, people. $80,000 worth to be exact. So you might want to pay this debt off as much as you can, and also try your best not to die, because that's gonna come in your debt. Like, it's gonna pile up. So if you die, it's gonna really fuck you over. Trust me. Which ruins would you want to visit, Mag? Okay, so we have a choice of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ruins. Alright, I'm letting you know this right now. The first ruins you want to go to is the Blind Ruins. Nowhere else. Do not even think about tackling all the others, because if you do, you will be wrecked. Alright? The game doesn't really tell you that. You know, I kind of had to figure that shit out the hard way. And for the love of God, do not go here. The Descent Ruins. This is like at the last. Like, this is like the last ruins we'll ever visit. And that's after we beat the game. So, yeah. But we go to the Blind Ruins first. Ruins buried deep in the jungle, located near a marshy spot with water everywhere. So, yeah. Are you sure you want to go to those ruins? Of course, I know what I'm doing. All right, I'll give you clearance right away. You can leave on your new adventure whenever you're ready. I know they're far, but it's no problem because your family has a seaplane, right? It's just a hop from the landing field. Well then, good luck. Give your best, Mag. And this guy here. I think you go to this guy if you want to have some items appraised. Like if you find any artifacts in the dungeons, bring it to this guy and he will appraise them for you and you will get some money back. How's the iframe working? Take care when setting it up. It's probably no longer true, but in the past there have been trouble with the electrical ruins. Until the raw material of the special subatomic particles used in the central section of the circuits were explained. Is this too specialized? Sorry. Is there something you'd like me to look at? I'll research anything you want. Yeah, so go to this guy if you want to get some appraisal items and all that. You'll know when an item is appraisable just by looking at it. Like if it's an item that you can't use, it's obviously an artifact. You can even tell by the name. So this kid's always here. I don't even know if he's an adventurer or what, but I'm gonna assume so because he has like some really cool ass shoes, which I assume is iframes. So there's not really much to do. I obviously want to prepare for this journey. There we go. That's the camera. Oh my god. So, oh wait, I'm not gonna buy any items just yet. In fact, I'm gonna do that in my other save when I go on the next part. So, if you already made it past this, if you already made it this far, take Chain with you. This is Chain's house. And also forget the lighting. It's the emulator. It's not me. Trust me. Hey, if it isn't my man Mag, welcome. Damn. I'm so glad you came. Want to talk about exploring already? Can't live without my help, eh? Hey, wait a minute. You can't expect me to go with this ditzy airhead girl again. Aren't you always saying no beginners in the ruins? Besides, you're spoiling her because it causes problems. Stop it. Can't you see you're scaring her? Look. It's not that Linear doesn't like you, right? Okay. Sorry I went ballistic, alright? I was just worried about you, and from now on, I promise not to rant and rave, but we'll help out instead, okay? You don't mind, do you, Mag? You're okay with this, right? Right? Anyway, after she gets done talking, just go over there and ask for her help. So you're finally going to invite me on an adventure. I'll be glad to help anytime. Now you're talking. I'll honor you with my presence. Leave everything to me. Of course, I'll take whatever I can get. Yeah, and Chain's serious. She's dead ass serious. She will take everything she can fucking get. Here's the downside with Chain. Chain is a invaluable party member. There is no doubt about it. You know, like her skills are spot on. You know, she's not really good in the... Well, yeah, her skills are spot on. She's really good in the combat department. But the problem is that when you get done doing a, you know, exploring the ruins and whatever, however much money you make, holy fuck. Holy crap. This is mad lagging. Oh, wow. I don't know what's going on there. Oh, there we go. Okay, guess I fixed it. Yeah, I don't know what the hell was going on there. Sorry about that interruption, folks. But yeah, like I was saying, Chain is an invaluable party member, but she'll take whatever she can get, which means she'll take at least probably 30% of your money. But here's how it works. The society will take 50% of your money. Chain will take around like 30%. And it's only going to leave you with just 20%. It's unfair, I know, but you know, that's how tough this game is when it comes to things like that. Not to mention, this game can be extremely difficult if you don't know what you're doing. All right. So, all right. With that, I will end the video off here, and I will go to my other save. Well, in fact, I think it would just probably be more fitting if I go back to town, because that's pretty much where I'm going to be starting it from anyway. Well, actually, I'll just go home, because that's pretty much where my other save is pretty much at this point. Alright, well, it'll probably seem awkward, because in the next part, Chain won't be with us, I don't think. But, alright guys, that's it. I will see you guys in the next part.